Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners.
Icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that,
Quality care, close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care, close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
with the Allons Lady Hawks and Hawks in a couple of big matchups here in Overton County play. Doesn't get any bigger on the girls' side as both these girls' teams come in 5-1 in Overton County. So the winner of this one tonight will leave this Hilham gym as the #1 team right now in Overton County with only 3 games remaining for each of them in the county. So this is a big one tonight for both these girls' teams. First of all, for the visiting Allons Lady Hawks, they're coached by Derek Harris. He's assisted by Andy Beachboard, and they'll start like this. Number 5, Jaylee Johnson. Number 11, Ava Whited. Number 14, Mia Hughes. Number 22, Carly Ledbetter. And number 25, Bella Harris, the starting 5 for Allons. For Hilham, they're coached by Marley Sales. She's assisted by Amy Rogers. They'll start like this. They'll go with number 1, Reese Collins. Number 5, Adriana Romines. Number 11, Emmy Carr. Number 20, Jaden Stansberry. And number 25, Emerson Goodpasture, the starting 5 for the Lady Tigers of Hilham Elementary. Hilham is 8-4 overall. They're 5-1 in Overton County. Allons is 7-5 overall. They are 5-1 in Overton County. So as we said, the winner of this one tonight will come out of this gym as the #1 seed right now in the county tournament coming up in a couple of weeks down at Livingston Academy. Hilham dressed in the home white, the orange numbers, the blue trim on the basketball uniforms. Allons dressed in the road black, the old gold numbers, the white trim on the basketball uniforms as we get ready to get this one underway. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events as we get ready for this Thanksgiving weekend coming up. Hope everyone has a safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving holiday as Mia Hughes is going to step in to jump for Allons. Should be Emmy Carr stepping in to jump for Hilham as they get some final instructions. And they are now out onto the floor. It will be Carr stepping in there for Hilham. Allons moving to our right, Hilham moving to our left. Happy to have you with us here tonight. The ball in the air, the tap going to be controlled by Allons. Johnson quickly to Harris on the right side. Her jumper's over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. It's going to go to Hilham. Hilham will play it in on the end line, just underway with the first quarter here at Hilham Elementary School. Inbounds goes to Collins. Collins now will bring it front court against the 1-2-2 zone by Allons. Romines goes left side now to Collins. Collins up top, Stansberry. Stansberry at the half-court circle, back to Romines. Romines back up top now with it to Collins. Collins steps around the Romine screen, goes right corner now to Carr. Emmy's 3 on the right side is no good. Rebound in the lane to Stansberry. Stansberry's jumper inside banking, no good. Rebound Goodpasture, back up and in. Emerson Goodpasture with the offensive rebound and put back has the first two of the game as Hilham jumps in front 2-0 with 5:20 to play first quarter. Here's Ledbetter that's Harris on the far side knocking down the three-point play to get Allen's first points of the night and put the Lady Hawks in front 3-2. Collins now to Stansberry. Stansberry to Romines. Romines to Goodpasture. Her three to answer is no good. Rebound on the floor. Hughes will get to it for Allons. Hughes double teamed in the backcourt and she steps on the inline. Double team coming from Carr and Romines, and the turnover by Allons will give it right back to Hilham with Stansberry stepping out to throw in left side on the baseline. Stansberry to play it in for the Lady Tigers. They go left wing Collins. Reese is open for a three-pointer. That one's no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson. Johnson now to bring it front court on the dribble. Johnson picked up there in the Hilham matchup zone by Collins. Back up top to Harris. Back to Collins in the corner now to Whited. Whited down low Hughes to Johnson cutting inside. Power dribble. Layup good. Jaylee Johnson. 5 straight scored by Allons, and they move in front 5-2. Collins now will bring it front court. Right side to Romines. To Stansberry at the half court circle. Back left wing to Collins. Collins now to Romines. A little motion offense up top with the high post in Goodpasture. Right side Romines. Adriana going to drive. Her jumper on the baseline is no good, but a foul going to be called on Jaylee Johnson. And we'll have our first free throws of the night on the first foul of the game against either team, coming with 4:15 to play in the first quarter. And this will put Adriana Romines on the free throw line to shoot 2. She'll go there looking to stop the 5-0 run by Allons, but the free throw is no good. She'll have a second opportunity. Stepping back up there for the Lady Tigers, looking for her first point of the night. Romines dribbling there. Free throws on the way. That one's no good. Rebound Johnson for Allons. Johnson now to Hughes against the pressure, and Romines took it away. Romines with the steal. Romines will drive. A little contact on the baseline. Foul going to be called on the floor. I think Mia Hughes has picked up number 1, and she has. Hughes will pick up her first, team second. They say the foul before the shot, so a throw in here for Hilham with Stansberry stepping out to throw in. Stansberry plays it right side to Romines. Romines around the Goodpasture screen. Back to Stansberry. Stansberry now to Collins. Collins dribbling way out beyond the arc. In the corner now to Carr in the short corner. Back to Collins. Collins now to Stansberry. High post, Goodpasture at the free throw line. She's got an open look. That one's bouncing no good. Collins slips in to steal the rebound. Then Johnson going to tie her up. And the arrow is going to keep it with Hilham. Lady Tigers will play it in on the inline as they'll throw in with 3:50 to play in the first quarter, with Allons leading by a score of 5-2. Stansberry to play the ball in. Left side on the baseline. Allons and that 2-3 on the inbounds. They'll go left corner, Romines. Romines will drive. A little floater on the left side, no good. Romines gets her own rebound. Backs it back out to Collins. Collins now will drive. Back to Romines. Right corner 3 by Adriana is bouncing no good. Rebound on the floor to Harris for Allons. Harris then going to be cut off by Collins. Able to get around her. Harris goes down low. Johnson running the floor. Layup good. Jaylee Johnson. Johnson has 4. It's a 7-0 run by Allons as they lead at 7-2. Romines out top Collins. Collins pulls up from 19. The jumper's bouncing no good. Rebound taken away by Hughes, but then she has it knocked away by Stansberry and out of bounds. Touch last by Hilham. Basketball going to stay with Allons, or going to go to Allons as they'll throw it on the inline. Hilham going to some 2-2-1 full court pressure as Johnson can't find anybody. Finally Harris. Then try to go back to Johnson, but Stansberry's there to knock it away and out of bounds. Touch last by Hilham. Basketball going to stay with Allons. Johnson to throw in once again. Johnson makes a long pass, gets to Hughes. Hughes going to drive. Hughes pull-up jumper in the lane's no good. Rebound taken away by Carr. Goodpasture able to stop that break. The lead to Goodpasture. Now to Collins. Left wing 3 ball by Reese is good. Reese Collins has her first bucket. It's a triple, the first 3 of the night by Hilham, and they stop that 7-0 run to cut the lead down to 2 at 7-5. Harris now in the backcourt. Harris spins to the left hand. She'll make the long pass through the hands of Johnson. It's loose on the floor. They scramble for it. Ledbetter had it for a moment, and Stansberry is going to tie her up, and the arrow is going to give it to Allons. Before they play it in, though, Aubrey Garrett going to check in. She'll come in replacing Bella Harris for the Lady Hawks. Johnson stepping out to throw in on the inline as Jaylee will play it in. Left side on the baseline. Lob in the lane to Hughes. Double teamed inside, and a reach going to be called on number 25. That's Emerson Goodpasture. picking up the first foul of the game against Hilham, coming with 2:45 to play in the first quarter. Johnson tried to go inbounds to Hughes. It's knocked away by Stansberry. Hughes gets to it, then Goodpasture knocks it free to Collins. Collins running out there, driving layup good, Reese Collins. Don't know how she got control to get through that crowd, but was able to do so, and Reese has scored 5 straight and has cut the lead down, or has tied the game, now it's 7 apiece on those 5 straight, and Allons wants a 30-second timeout. They'll call it with 2:34 to play in the first quarter. While we've got a moment, we'll thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family. Allons to play the ball in after the timeout with Johnson stepping out to throw in. Hilham back to that full court pressure. Each team has had a pretty good run in this first half, and we're now tied at 7 apiece. Harris back in there, dribbling on the right side, had it knocked away. Stansberry will steal it. Stansberry now to Carr. Carr long pass to Romines in the front court. Romines in the right corner. Back up top to Collins. Collins back to Romines. Right wing three by Adriana. That one bounces, no good. Rebound taken away by Hughes. Hughes then has it knocked away by Collins, but knocked out of bounds by Collins. Touch last by the Lady Tigers. It's going to stay with Allons as they'll play it in right beside of head coach Derek Harris. With the Allons Lady Hawks, as we said, both these teams battling to stay in first place. They're in a tie right now. Collins steals the inbounds. Collins fakes, lets Harris fly by. Jumper's no good, but the rebound tapped out of bounds by Stansberry. Touch last by Hilham. Basketball going to go to Allons. Allons will play it in on the inline. Johnson goes inbounds to Hughes. Hughes now back to Johnson. Johnson to Whited in the front court. Whited has it knocked away and taken away by Goodpasture. She blocked the shot. Collins now wanting to run. Collins on the left side. Works it up top. Back to Stansberry on the right wing. Stansberry back to Collins. Collins goes right corner to Romines. Romines short corner jumper blocked away by Allons. Taken away by Hughes. Hughes now long lead pass to Harris underneath, but too far underneath to get the shot away. She'll back it back out to Hughes at the high post. Hughes left side. Johnson, her three in the air is bouncing no good. Collins there with the rebound for Hilham. Collins now will bring it front court on the dribble. Collins there at the half court circle to set the offense. Right side Romines. In the corner Stansberry. Quick release three. That one's bouncing no good. Hughes with the rebound. Then knocked away by Goodpasture, but Goodpasture has picked up number 2. Emerson Goodpasture will pick up her second. So decision time here for Coach Marley Sales with 1:18 to play in the first quarter as Goodpasture picks up number 2. Little momentary timeout for Ava Whited to tie her shoe here as we have this little break. Hilham scored the first 2. Allons went on a 7-0 run. Hilham answered with a 5-0 run, and we're tied at 7 apiece. Johnson goes inbounds. Harris now to Johnson coming across the timeline. Underneath Hughes running the floor. Hughes right side pass taken away by Stansberry. Stansberry now will go to Carr. Carr to Collins. Collins quickly in the front court to Goodpasture. Shot blocked, but the foul going to be called on Harris, and she will pick up her first. Bella Harris will pick up number 1 with 1:03 to play in the first, and this will put Emerson Goodpasture on the free throw line to shoot 2. She goes there for the first time. Allons hasn't attempted a free throw yet. Goodpasture shooting 2 here. First one's on the way, and no good. Hilham opens 0 of 3 from the free throw line. Switch Hughes from the low block up high for some reason here. Second free throw from Goodpasture coming up. This one's on the way. This one is no good again. And rebound will be knocked out of bounds by Allons. Touched last by the Lady Hawks. It will go to Hilham. Hilham to play it in on the inline as it'll be Stansberry to Romines. Romines back to Stansberry. Stansberry now to Collins on the left wing. Collins, high post, they go to Goodpasture. They triple team, back to Collins. Left side Stansberry. Stansberry now to Romines. Romines right baseline, shot blocked by Johnson, taken away by Hughes. Hughes now to Garrett running the floor, and what we got, a travel called on Aubrey Garrett. Turnover by Allons will give it to Hilham with 46 seconds to play in the first quarter in a 7-7 tie. Hilham may hold for the last shot of the quarter as the inbounds goes to Collins. Not doing anything with Goodpasture right now out there with the 2 fouls. Stansberry, right side Romines. Back to Stansberry cutting on the right baseline. Through the lane pass to Carr. Carr back out Collins. Her open look at a 3 is bouncing no good. Goodpasture had the rebound taken away by Johnson. Johnson controlling in the backcourt. Johnson now to Harris with 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Harris will bring it across the timeline. Harris goes left side to Johnson. Johnson down low to Hughes posting up. Try to go back to Harris. Was it touched? They look at each other. They say no. I couldn't tell. Basketball going to go to Hilham. Hilham will play it in right beside of Coach Marley Sales as they'll throw in with Stansberry going inbounds to Collins. Collins down the front court to Romines. Romines back to Collins. Left side they go to Stansberry. Stansberry will drive. Floater on the left side, no good. Goodpasture with the rebound, but she's going to be held and fouled by Hughes, and Hughes has picked up number 2. So both teams' post presence has 2 fouls as Hughes picks up number 2 with 2.2 seconds to play in the first quarter, and Hilham will throw in. We'll get Hughes out. Coming to replace her will be number 30, Annie Vaughn, checking in for Allons. Stansberry to throw in. To Goodpasture on the left side. Lost it to Stansberry. Her jumper at the buzzer is no good, and we're through 1. After 1 complete, we're all tied up here in Hilham at 7 apiece.
Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care, close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
And while we're watching our live events here, let's take a moment to ask you to do a little something for us, if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that, that will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a vote of confidence, vote of support for our page to help us continue to grow and to help us continue to be able to bring you these live streams of different events here on Overton Events. We'd appreciate it if you go subscribe. Thank you in advance for doing so, and we are really grateful that you're watching.
Move down to the second quarter. Basketball going to belong to Hilham with Stansberry stepping out to throw into Collins. They're joined by Romines, Goodpasture, and Carr for Hilham. Goodpasture at the elbow. Baseline Carr. Her turnaround jumper on the left side. Bouncing no good. Collins tips the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off of Allons as Allons going to go with Hughes, Harris, also Whited, Johnson, and Garrett for Allons. Inbound Stansberry on the left side. Stansberry, floater blocked by Hughes, taken out of the air by Johnson. Johnson in the front court on the dribble, knocked away by Romines, went off the knee of Johnson. That's a good call, it sure did. Basketball going to go to Hilham as they'll play it in to Collins. Collins now will bring it front court. Collins left side to Stansberry. Stansberry back to Collins. Collins works it on the left wing. Now to Romines. Right side Stansberry. Stansberry back to Collins. Collins holding the basketball there. Now to Stansberry. Right side Romines. High post they go. Tried to hit Goodpasture. It's knocked away. Emerson got to it. She'll go to Collins. Collins left side jumper banking no good. Stansberry with an offensive rebound. She lost it though. There to recover is Stansberry. Left side they go Carr. Her short jumper's good. Emmy Carr for the first 2 of the second quarter, and Hilham back in front. Steal by Stansberry. Left side layup, no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson. Johnson now to Harris to bring it front court. Harris across the timeline, working on the right wing. Harris double team. Ball knocked away by Stansberry and out of bounds. Touched last by the Lady Tigers. It's going to go to Allons as they'll get number 22. Carly Ledbetter back in the ball game. She'll replace Ava Whited. Johnson to throw in. Goes to Harris in the right corner. Down low, Hughes posting up. Hughes back to Harris. Harris dribbles between the circles now to set the offense. Left side Johnson in the corner now to Garrett. Garrett goes down low. Hughes pull-up jumper on the left side, no good. Rebound Stansberry for Hilham. Then Stansberry almost threw it away, but Collins able to get to it. Collins now will bring it front court, working the ball against this two matchup zone. They get down low to Carr. She's blocked by Johnson. Johnson took it away. Johnson then going back to Hughes, and Hughes is going to be pushed and fouled. A couple of players there. Let's see who they've got. It's going to go on Adriana Roman. She'll pick up her first. Team's third here in the first half against Hilham. Allons has been called for 4 in the first half, so the foul's pretty even. Inbounds goes to Garrett on this near side. Now to Hughes. Hughes cut off at the block. Goes left high post now to Johnson. Back to Harris. Now Garrett. Pull-up jumper by Aubrey. Banking no good. Rebound Carr for Hilham. Collins now. Quickly left side to Stansberry running. Can't get the shot away. Backs it back out to Carr, and they'll call the travel. Steps called on Emmy Carr. Turnover by Hilham. We'll give it right back to Allons as official stopping play for some reason. Not sure why, but Allons will play it in to Garrett. Garrett back to Johnson. Johnson now to Harris across the timeline on the left side. Harris double teamed and pushed and fouled by Romines, and that's 2 on Adriana. Adriana Romines picks up her second, so Goodpasture has 2. Romines has 2. For Hilham, for Allons, Mia Hughes has 2. Everybody's staying out there, though. Johnson on the left wing. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Hilham leading 9-7. Hughes inside finds Johnson wide open. Layup good, Jaylee Johnson. Johnson 2 in the quarter. She's got 6 in the game. Tall tied up at 9 again. Goodpasture to Stansberry at the left elbow. Back to Collins. Collins will take the 3. That one's banking no good. Long rebound. Collins will steal it. Collins going right back to the rim. Layup left side good. Reese Collins. Collins anticipating well where that rebound was going. Able to get to it. And there's a steal by Stansberry. Stansberry to the rim. Driving layup no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson. Johnson now to Harris. Harris to bring it up court for the Lady Hawks. She'll work it to the free throw line to Hughes. Left side Johnson. Johnson now to Harris. Harris back to Johnson on the left wing. Her 3 in the air is no good. Rebound on the floor. Can Ledbetter get to it? She'll save it to Hughes. Then, Goodpasture's picked up number 3. We have her with 3. They haven't signaled to Coach Sales. But we'll have to wait and check as Hilham going to get number 10 into the ball game. That is Lila Bowman checking in for the Lady Tigers, replacing Goodpasture. Hilham leading 11-9. We're halfway through the second quarter. Allons has got Ava Whited back in the ball game. As Johnson to play the ball in, right side on the baseline. Jaylee goes up top to Harris. Harris then is going to be pushed and fouled by Collins. Reese will pick up her first. That is team foul number 6 on Hilham here in the first half. So over the next 2:52, Allons is going to be in the bonus. Whited, inbounds knocked away by Stansberry, stolen by Romines. Romines looking to attack the rim, driving layup good, and she is fouled. Adriana has a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play, and Bella Harris has picked up her second. Romines on the board for the first time, scoring her first 2, and chance to get a old-fashioned three-point play as the free throw is good by Adriana Romines. Romines with the old-fashioned 3 gives Hilham their biggest lead. There's a steal by Collins. Collins driving layup good. Reese Collins, 4 in the quarter. She's got 9 in the game. Hughes now to Johnson. Hilham out by 7 now, 16-9. Johnson down low, Hughes. Post up on the right side. The jump shot banking good. Mia Hughes for her first 2. Trying to pound it inside with Goodpasture on the bench with the 3 fouls. Stansberry goes right side, Romines. Romines will drive. Her floater is no good, but we got a foul on Jaylee Johnson, and that's her second. So Johnson has 2 for Allons. That's team foul number 6 on Allons. So they will put Hilham in the bonus for the next 2:18, but this will put Adriana Romines back on the free throw line to shoot 2 here, and the first one is no good. She'll have another opportunity trying to make this a 6-point lead. Looking for her 4th point of the game. Romines as Allons takes a moment to tie a shoe once again. Romine stepping up there for the Lady Tigers. Dribbling the basketball there, puts this one on the way. It's no good, didn't catch rim, so it will go to Allons. The Hilham lead is 5, 16-11 with 2:18 to play in the first half. A little pressure here by Hilham. Inbounds goes to Hughes. Hughes now to Harris. Harris, they double team, goes around it to Whited. Right wing three by Whited. Bounces good. Ava Whited had it kick off the rim a couple of times, bounced straight up and dropped through for her first three. Stansberry on the left wing. Stansberry will drive. Down low, Collins posting up. Shot blocked by Johnson, but Collins gets it back out to Stansberry. Now to Romines on the right side. Romines jumper block, but right to Carr. Her jumper inside, no good. Rebound Hughes, and Hughes is going to be fouled. If that's Romines, that's 3. No, it's going to be on number 10, I think he said. Could be 1, could be 10. It's going to be 10, I think. Lila Bowman picking up her first. Team 7th. This will put Mia Hughes on the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 on team foul number 7 against Hilham with 1:50 to play in the first half. Hughes stepping up there for the Lady Hawks, dribbling the basketball there at the line. Puts this one on the way and got it to go. Hughes has her third point of the night, all here in this second quarter, as Hughes will step back up there for Allons. Puts this one on the way and knocks that one down. First free throw attempts of the game for Allons right there with 1:50 to play in the first half. Collins in the front court to Stansberry on the left side. Stansberry now to Romines. Romines floater on the right baseline's no good. Rebound taken away by Harris. Harris now being hounded by Collins in the backcourt. Harris spins to the right hand. Will bring it across the timeline. In the corner they go to Whited. Now Garrett. Down low Hughes. Double team back to Whited. 19-foot jumper for 2 is no good. Rebound Johnson back up and in. Jaylee Johnson puts it back up and in for her 8th point, and Allons has battled back to take a 2-point lead at 18-16. Stansberry on the left side with, as we approach a minute to play in the first half. Collins going to be held and fouled by Whited. Ava Whited will pick up her first. Team foul number 7 on Allons, so it will be the 1-and-1 here for Reese Collins. I thought it was. They didn't have it on the board. They put it up there now, but that is 7. Collins going to the free throw line for the first time. Reese has 9 points to lead all scorers. Allons being led by Jaylee Johnson with 8 points. Collins stepping up there for the Lady Tigers. Dribbling the basketball there at the line. Puts this one on the way and rolls off. Rebound Hughes. Hughes now to Johnson. Johnson in the front court to Whited. Whited back to Johnson. Now to Harris between the circles. Harris works it back left wing to Johnson. Down low Hughes. Hughes will drive. Her jumper's no good, but Carr will foul her. I think they've got Carr, and they do. Emmy Carr will pick up her first. Team's 8th, but 2 shots here for Mia Hughes to try to add to the Allons lead, as they lead it 18-16 with 57 seconds to play first half. Free throw by Hughes is good. Mia's 3 of 3 from the free throw line, has 5 points now for the Lady Hawks as they move in front by 3. Their biggest lead has been 5. Hilham's biggest lead has been 6. Hughes to shoot a second free throw. Puts this one on the way. That one's no good. Rebound taken away by Bowman. Bowman, now they try to double team, and they're going to call a foul here on Allons. It'll go on number 11. That's Ava Whited picking up her second. Team's 8th, so a 1-and-1 here for Lila Bowman as she'll step to the free throw line for the first time. Bowman stepping up there with 54 seconds to play in the first half. Chance to cut into this 3-point Allons lead. Bowman looking for her first point of the game. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throws on the way and rimmed out. Rebound taken away by Johnson for Allons. Now to Harris. Harris double teamed at the timeline to Hughes. Right side Johnson. 18-foot pull-up jump shot is good. Jaylee Johnson. Jaylee's in double figures in the first half. She's got 10. Allons leads again by 5, 19-16. Stansberry back to Collins. Left wing 3 by Reese is good. Reese Collins knocks down her second triple. She's got 7 in the quarter, 12 in the game. In the front court with it is Garrett. Garrett's jumper no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. They'll say it went off Romines. Touched last by Hilham. Basketball going to go to Allons with 24.5 seconds to play in the first half with Allons leading 21-19. Johnson, lob in the lane to Hughes. Hughes puts the ball on the floor, takes the jumper in front. It's no good. Rebound taken away by Hilham as Bowman there to get it. Then Johnson going to reach in and tie her up. And the arrow is going to give it to Hilham. They'll get Goodpasture back in for what Coach Sales hopes will be the last possession of the first half. Stansberry goes inbounds to Collins. Collins, high post, Goodpasture. Ball knocked away. It is loose in the lane as they scramble for it, and they'll call another jump ball. Arrow this time going to give it to Allons. They'll quickly get Goodpasture out again as the inbounds goes to Harris. Now to Johnson. Wide it in the front court with 10 seconds to play in the half. And there's an offensive foul against Mia Hughes. Extended the forearm against Stansberry. Offensive foul going to be her third as she picks up number 3 with 9 seconds to play in the first half. Annie Gavon coming in to replace Hughes. Goodpasture back in there. Her free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson. Now with it is Harris from half court. That's good if it goes, but it doesn't. And we are at halftime. At halftime, it's Allons 21, Hilham 19. We'll come back for the second half in just a moment. We move now to the second half with Allons leading over Hilham 21-19. Basketball will belong to Hilham. Let's check the scoring quickly in the first half. First of all, for Allons, they're being led by Jaylee Johnson. 10 at halftime for Johnson. 5 in the first half for Mia Hughes. 3 apiece for Ava Whited and Bella Harris. Allons made 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They made 1 3-point field goal in the first half. For Hilham, they're being led by Reese Collins with 12. 3 points in the first half for Adriana Romines. 2 at halftime for Emmy Carr. 2 in the first half for Emerson Goodpasture. Hilham made 1 of 9 from the free throw line. They made 2 3-point field goals in the first half. Romines will drive to Stansberry. High post Goodpasture. Free throw line jumper no good. Long rebound kicking out to Harris for Allons. Harris now trying to hit Garrett. Goodpasture will knock it away, but knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with Allons. Allons going with Jaylee Johnson, Aubrey Garrett, Mia Hughes, also Bella Harris and Ava Whited. Lob in the lane to Hughes in front. Hughes left baseline Johnson to Harris. Left side 3 ball is no good. Long rebound on the floor. Harris will get to it. Harris will drive. Inside Hughes, left wing Johnson. She'll take the 3. That one's bouncing, no good. Rebound Stansberry, and she's going to be held and fouled by Allons. This one will go on Bella Harris. She'll pick up her 3rd. Second player for Allons to pick up as many as 3. First foul in the second half against Allons. Hilham's going with Reese Collins, Jaden Stansberry, Emmy Carr, Adriana Romines, and Emerson Goodpasture. High post Carr with it at the free throw line, and they'll call steps on Carr. Travel by Hilham, going to give it back to Allons. Just underway with the second half. We were tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter. Allons outscored them 14-12 in the second quarter. Collins has knocked it free. Harris will get to it, and she walked with the basketball. It's a late whistle. That's a correct call. And the basketball going to go to Hilham. Harris holding the side of her head as Stansberry will play the ball in to Collins. Collins now to bring it front court. Collins works it top of the key. Left side they go to Stansberry. Stansberry going to drive down low, tried to hit Romines. Pass knocked away by Whited. Then Romines able to reach in and tie up Whited. And the arrow going to give it to Allons as number 22, Carly Ledbetter, going to check back in for Allons. She'll replace Bella Harris. Johnson to throw in on the end line against pressure by Hilham. Johnson inbounds to Hughes. Hughes back to Johnson. Johnson now will bring it front court for Allons. Spins up top. High post they go to Hughes. Hughes right side Garrett. Her jumper from 16 is good. Aubrey Garrett. Garrett with a big bucket off the bench to score her first 2. Collins in the front court to Stansberry. Stansberry back to Collins. Collins left corner Romines. Her 3 in the air is bouncing no good. Goodpasture with the offensive rebound. Powers it back up and draws a foul from Ava Whited. Whited will pick up her 3rd. Third player for Allons to pick up 3. Emerson Goodpasture at the free throw line to shoot 2. Hilham's got Goodpasture with 3. They have no one else with more than 2. Goodpasture looking for the first point of the second half for Hilham at the free throw line, and she knocks that one down. Emerson 1 in the quarter, 3 in the game. Harris coming back in. She'll replace Whited, who will sit down with 3 fouls. Harris comes back in with 3 fouls. Second free throw here from Goodpasture. Puts this one on the way. Rattles and drops. Rolled around on the rim. Dropped through for her 4th point. Hilham's cut it back to 2 at 23-21. Johnson in the backcourt. Spins to her left hand. Johnson gets in the paint. Ball knocked away and stolen by Goodpasture. Now to Stansberry. Stansberry tried to hit Collins. Johnson knocked it away. Then Collins knocked it away from Johnson, but it's picked up by Hughes. Hughes now to Johnson. Deep in 3-point range in front court. Now to Harris. Harris back to Johnson on the right side. Down low Hughes. They double team. To Johnson. Kane in the paint. Her jumper is good, and she is fouled. Jaylee Johnson has a chance at a 3-point play, and Adriana Romines is called for number 3. Romines will pick up her 3rd. Johnson at the line looking to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play and looking to become the leading scorer in the game as she has tied Collins with 12. Johnson at the free throw line for the first time. Free throw by Jaylee is no good. Hughes is on the back of Carr, though, and that's number 4 on Mia Hughes. Hughes trying to reach over Emmy Carr will pick up her 4th, and that will get Annie Vaughn off the Allons bench with 4:01 to play in the third. as Hughes going to sit down with the 4 fouls. Collins in the front court. Collins into the paint. Collins, right corner, they go to Romines. Romines back to Collins, trying to post up. Collins will save it to Goodpasture. Her jumper in front's no good, and on the rebound, Goodpasture may have just picked up number 4, and she has. Emerson Goodpasture will pick up her 4th. So both post players in foul trouble again here tonight, as Lila Bowman will check back in for Hilham, replacing Goodpasture. Johnson with it in the backcourt. Johnson now to Harris. 25-21. The Allens lead is 4 with 3:44 to play first quarter, and they're going to call Johnson for the travel. Turnover by Allens. Will give it back to Hilham as Stansberry to throw in the backcourt. Garrett guarding Collins everywhere right now. Stansberry goes inbounds to Romines. Now tries to go to Collins over her head, but Reese able to get to it. Collins, little contact in the backcourt. Will bring it across the timeline to Stansberry. Stansberry back to Collins. Right corner, Romines. Romines will drive. Back to Collins. Collins gets to the elbow. She'll go to Bowman on the left side. Her shot blocked away by Johnson. Romines will get to it, though. Her jumper inside's no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as a foul going to go on Allens. Picking it up is going to be number 30, Annie Vaughn, picking up her first. Team's 4th already here in the second half, and this will put Adriana Romines on the free throw line to shoot 2 in a 4-point Allens lead, 25-21. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, W&O Construction Company, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, and First Church. We also want to remind you that if you'd like to purchase these games that we do here on Overton Events on DVD to give as holiday gifts, then we would be more than happy to take care of that for you. $20 per game for these that we can burn onto a DVD for you. Just give us a shout out with an email at overtonevents@gmail.com, and Tyler will be happy to take care of that for you. That's overtonevents@gmail.com, $20 per game. As Romine's free throw is no good, she'll have a second opportunity. So if you'd like those as gifts, we'd be happy to take care of that for you. Again, $20 per game, or we're going to be doing like the Christmas parade and other Christmas activities. If you'd like those, anything that you'd like to purchase, we'll be happy to set you up with a DVD. Second free throw by Romines. Good again. And again, the email address is overtonevents
close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
This one's shaping up like we thought it would. A battle for first place on the girls' side in the regular season here in Overton County, with both teams at 5-1 in county play. As both teams battling foul trouble, basketball will belong to Hilham to start the fourth quarter. Allons going to go back with a couple of theirs, actually with all three of theirs that have 4 fouls. Hughes, Harris, and Whited back on the floor for Allons with 4. Goodpasture starts the fourth quarter on the bench for Hilham with 4. Romines, right side pull-up jumpers, no good. Carr with the offensive rebound, back up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It goes off Allons. It'll stay with Hilham. Hilham will play the ball in on the end line with Romines stepping out to throw in. Romines, right side on the baseline. Ball deflected away by Johnson and out of bounds. Touch last by Allons. It's going to go to Hilham. They'll play it in on the sideline as Stansberry stepping out to throw in. Plays it to Carr stepping out on the wing. Carr dribbling near the half-court circle. Just threw it away. Taken away there by Allons, but then stolen back by Collins. Collins tries to make the pass to Romines on the baseline. Knocked away by Whited. And it will go out of bounds off Allons, and Hilham will play it in. Stansberry stepping out to throw in. Stansberry plays it down low, Romines to Bowman. Bowman's jumper on the right side's bouncing, no good. Rebound Johnson for Allons, and Johnson's going to be pushed and fouled by Collins. Reese Collins will pick up her third. We've got Hilham now with 5 in the second half, so they've got 1 to give before Allons goes into the bonus. Johnson to throw in the backcourt. Plays the ball into Hughes. Hughes back to Johnson. Pass deflected by Stansberry, but gets to Harris. Harris double teamed on the sideline. Harris picks up the dribble. She's in trouble and she's out of bounds. What have we got? Out of bounds off Allons. It will go to Hilham. Stansberry stepping out to throw in. 31-28. Allons in front with 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Collins will bring it front court to Romines. Romines on the baseline. Floater blocked away. Stansberry tried to keep it alive, and as she did, she'll be called for the foul. Jaden will pick up her first foul, team 6th here in the first half. So for the next 5:25, Allons is going to be in the bonus. Allons has been called for 6 as well, so the officials have evened it up here in the second half. Actually 7 on Allons. Whited has it knocked away by Stansberry. They're going to call travel. Travel called on Allons as Hilham forces the turnover. Still a 3-point game as the inbounds goes to Collins. Collins quickly in the front court. Collins works it right side to Romines. Romines double teamed on the baseline. Back to Collins. Collins works it left side. Stansberry. Stansberry goes right wing. Romines. She'll take the 17-foot jumper. It's banking good. Adriana Romines. Romines in the double figures. She's got 11. The lead cut to 1 at 31-30. Harris long pass to Johnson. Johnson dribbling front court. Collins knocked it away. Johnson kept control. Hughes will save it out to Whited. Whited now to Harris. Harris has her shot blocked by Collins, but Reese Collins has just picked up number 4. Collins picks up her 4th. This will put Bella Harris on the free throw line to shoot 2. As she'll go there with 4:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Should be 2 shots here, I would think. No, they're saying 1 and 1. 1 and 1 for Harris as she'll step up there, and a 31-30 Allons lead. Harris puts this one on the way. It's no good. Rebound on the floor to Collins, wanting to run. Collins quickly in the front court. Collins right side Bowman. Right elbow jumper bouncing, no good. Rebound taken away by Hughes. Hughes now to Whited. Whited brings it front court. Now to Harris. Harris left side Johnson. Johnson down low. Hughes posting up. They double team. Back to Johnson. Kay in the lane. Her jumper in front rims out. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They say touch last by Allons. Basketball going to go to Hilham. Emerson Goodpasture checking back in for Hilham with 4:22 to play in the fourth. She'll come back in with 4 fouls. Inbounds goes to Collins. Collins now to bring it front court for the Lady Tigers. Collins, quick crossover to the left hands. Goes right wing now to Romines. In the corner, Stansberry. 3-ball for the lead. That's no good, but an offensive rebound for Collins. Romines back to Stansberry. Teeing it up again. She'll knock that one down. Jaden Stansberry made the most of the second chance on the offensive rebound by Reese Collins. That's her first field goal, and Hilham moves in front by 2, 33-31. Garrett on the right side. In the corner now to Whited. Her 2 in the air is no good. Rebound going to be lost out of bounds off Allons. It will go to Hilham. Hilham will play it in the backcourt with Stansberry stepping out to throw in. Stansberry to play the ball in. Garrett guarding Collins everywhere. Reese had a big first half. They've matched Aubrey Garrett up with her all over the floor in the second half. Romines long pass will get to Stansberry. Stansberry back to Romines. Long 2-pointer in the air is no good. Goodpasture can't save that one from going out of bounds. It'll go to Allons. Allons will play it in on the inline with 3.5 to play in the fourth as Bowman going to check back in quickly for Goodpasture. Coach Sales going to start trying to do the offense-defensive substitution as Harris able to save that one to Johnson. Now to Whited. Whited in the front court. Whited lob down low. Hughes with the catch in traffic. Ball knocked away. Bounces right to Johnson and got it to go in. Jaylee Johnson, right place, right time. Double J's got 18, and we're all tied at 33. Romine shot blocked by Hughes. Hughes now to Harris. Harris quickly in the front court, dribbling on the left side. Harris works it right side to Johnson. Allen's trying to go back in front. Hughes right side jump hook, no good. Rebound Whited back up, no good, but a foul going to be called, I think, on Stansberry, and 2 shots here. No, it's going to go on Bowman. Lila Bowman will pick up her third. This will put Ava Whited on the free throw line. Shooting 2, trying to move Allons back in front. Whited going there halfway through the fourth quarter. Whited, first of 2 free throws is good. Got that one to roll home. Her first free throw attempt is Goodpasture going to come back in replacing Bowman. Second free throw coming up from Whited. Allons back in front by 1, 34-33. Second free throw on the way. That one's good again. Whited makes them both. Allons back in front by 2 now as the inbounds goes to Collins. Collins quickly in the front court. Spins at the free throw line. Right side Romines. Romines back to Collins. Now to Stansberry. Jaden open, look at a 3 out top. Got it again. Jaden Stansberry has her second 3. In the front court with it is Garrett. Garrett, right side jumper partially blocked by Collins and knocked out of bounds, they'll say, off Allons. Collins got the block. Carr and Hughes battling inside. They say it goes off of Hughes, and the ball will go to Hilham. Tigers, Lady Tigers in front by 1, 36-35. Collins in the front court. Down low, Goodpasture quickly. Back to Romines. Now to Collins. To Stansberry on the left side. Back to Romines. Pass deflected. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go off Hilham. Basketball will go to Allons. Lady Hawks to play it in the backcourt. Before they do, though, Bowman going to check in, replacing Goodpasture. 2:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson to play the ball in. Stolen by Romines. Romines will drive to the rim. Jumper no good. Adriana gets her own rebound. Back up and in. Romines has a chance at a 3-point play. Is the foul going to go on Ava Whited, and we've got her with 5. Whited will foul out with 7 points. She'll leave with 2:15 to play in the fourth quarter. The first player to foul out tonight that there may be more, as Romine stepping to the free throw line, trying to make this a 2-possession lead. Adriana stepping up there. Dribbling the basketball at the free throw line. This one's on the way. Good. Romines 5 in the quarter. She's got 14 in the game now to lead Hilham. And the Lady Tigers in front by 4, 39-35. Harris down low to Ledbetter. Her jumper in the lane's no good. Johnson will save it to Garrett. Garrett then's going to be pushed and fouled by Hilham. Foul going to go on Adriana Romines, and that's number 4 on her. So Romines picks up her 4th. Be the 1-1 here for Aubrey Garrett as she steps to the free throw line for the first time. Trying to cut into this 4-point lead before the free throw, though. Bowman going to leave. Goodpasture will come back in, replacing her. Garrett to shoot the front end of the 1-1. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throw is on the way and no good. Didn't catch rim. It'll go to Hilham. Lady Tigers with possession. 2:05 to play, fourth quarter. Hilham leading 39-35 as the inbounds goes to Collins. Collins now will bring it across the timeline, working top of the key. Collins back out to Stansberry. Stansberry tried to go to Goodpasture. It went off her and out of bounds. Touch last by Hilham. Basketball going to go back to Allons. Before they throw it in, though, a timeout going to be taken by the Lady Hawks. They'll call it with 1:53 to play in the fourth, with Hilham leading 39-35. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction Company, the Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance Agency, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Good one going here tonight with Hilham leading over Allons 39-35. In double figures for Hilham, they've got Adriana Romines with 14 points on the night, Reese Collins with 12. Allons being led by Jaylee Johnson with 18. She's the only player in double figures for the Lady Hawks. Allons to play it in on the end line with 1:53 to play in the fourth, as Johnson will go inbounds to Harris. Harris, her pass taken away by Stansberry. Stansberry right side jumper, good. Jaden Stansberry. Jaden 8 in the quarter, including a couple of big threes when they needed them. She's got 9 points now for Hilham, and Harris just double dribble. Turnover by Allons. We'll give it right back to Hilham as Goodpasture going to check back in, replacing Bowman with 1:39 to play in the fourth for this offensive possession. Stansberry to throw in. Right elbow, Goodpasture. Her jumper there is no good. Rebound Johnson, and Romines is fouled out. Well, that's big right there. Adriana Romines will pick up number 5 with 1:36 to play in the fourth quarter. She'll leave the leading scorer for Hilham with 14 points. She'll foul out for the Lady Tigers, and now Jaylee Johnson at the free throw line, shooting the 1-1 still on team foul number 9 against Hilham. So Bowman coming back in for Hilham, replacing Goodpasture. 6-point lead, 41-35 with 1:36 to play in the fourth. Johnson there for Allons. Puts this one on the way, and it rounds out. Must have been number 10, because she's getting 2 shots here, so the double bonus for Jaylee Johnson. A chance to cut it to 5 still. Second free throw from Johnson. This one's on the way. This one is no good. Rebound Carr for Hilham. Carr controlling now to Collins. Collins in the front court for the Lady Tigers. Coach Sales says let's slow it down with the 6-point lead and the basketball. They've also got the possession arrow. Collins dribbling up top. Collins right side to Goodpasture. Back to Collins. Trying to spread the floor a little bit as Hilham. They look to double team. Collins now to Goodpasture, and a foul going to be called. This one's going to go on Aubrey Garrett. She'll pick up her first. Team's 8th, so a 1-1 here for Reese Collins for Hilham. With 1:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Big free throw here for Reese if she can make this a 3-possession lead. It's a 6-point game right now. Steps up there shooting the front end of the 1-1. It's on the way, and it's good. Collins knocks down that one coolly. She'll have a second one. Trying to make it an 8-point lead. Stepping back up there for the Lady Tigers. This one's on the way. This one rims out. Rebound taken away by Hughes. Then Stansberry stole it from her. Stansberry layup inside, no good. Hughes will tap it. Johnson will control it. Johnson quickly in the front court for Allons. Johnson goes right side to Ledbetter. Ledbetter down low. Hughes back up top. Harris, top of the key three, is bouncing, no good. Rebound Johnson, then knocked out of bounds. It'll go off of Hilham, they say. Basketball will stay with Allons as we approach a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson to throw in. Johnson lob in the lane to Hughes. Back to Johnson, stepping right corner. Three ball, partially blocked by Stansberry. Taken out of the air by Carr. Collins now going to bring it front court, and Garrett's going to foul her. Aubrey Garrett will quickly foul Reese Collins. Now this will be 2 for Collins, stepping up there for the Lady Tigers. Chance to force them to have 3 threes to tie with only 54 seconds to play in the game. Collins. First of 2 is on the way and good. Reese, 2 in the quarter, 14 in the game. She ties Adriana Romines to lead Hilham. Allons being led by Jaylee Johnson with 18, who leads all scorers. Second free throw from Collins. This one's on the way. This one rims out. Rebound taken away by Hughes. Hughes now to Harris. 8-point Hilham lead. Garrett in the front court lost it, and it went out of bounds off Bowman. Touch last by Hilham. It will go to Allons. They'll play it in on the end line with Johnson stepping out to throw in. Johnson down low, they get the ball inside to Harris. Her jumper's no good. Rebound fought for down low. Garrett and Carr are going to tie it up, and the arrow's going to give it to Hilham. Lady Tigers to play it in with Stansberry to throw in to Collins. Collins dribbling with 40 seconds to play in the game. They've got to foul quickly if they're going to try to put him on the line again. Collins now to Stansberry. Stansberry works her way inside. Stansberry gets underneath. Will make the through the lane pass to Carr. Now to Collins. They may have decided to just let it run out. Collins dribbling up top. They double team. Collins now will be pushed and fouled and will go back to the free throw line. They didn't signal who the foul was on. I'm going to assume Aubrey Garrett since Bella Harris didn't get disqualified. So Collins back on the free throw line to shoot 2. Reese with 14 points, 2 here in the quarter. This free throw's on the way and no good. Chance to become the leading scorer in the game for Hilham if she can knock down this one. And she'll step back up there with 22 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Dribbling the basketball there. Second free toss, that one is bouncing, no good again. Rebound Hughes. Hughes now to Johnson. Johnson has it knocked away, got it back. Will save it right corner to Ledbetter. Her jumper's no good. Bowman will deflect that rebound out of bounds though. Touch last by Hilham. Basketball will stay with Allons with 14 seconds to play in the game. Lob to Hughes at the free throw line. Her jumper a step inside, no good. Rebound Carr, and Carr will pull it away from Garrett. Now to Collins with 6 seconds. Will they just let it run out? I think they will. Collins dribbling in the backcourt. Will just bring it across the timeline, and that will be your final score. Hilham comes from behind to win it. They win it 43-35 over Allons to move into first place alone on the girls' side in Overton County. Hilham goes to 6-1 with the loss. Allons drops to 5-1 in county play. Let's check the scoring quickly before we get ready for the boys' game tonight. Allons being led by Jaylee Johnson with 18. She led all scorers in the game tonight. 7 points tonight for Ava Whited, who fouled out. 2 points scored tonight by Aubrey Garrett. 5 in the game for Mia Hughes, who was hampered by foul trouble all night. And 4 points scored tonight by Bella Harris to give them their total of 35. For Hilham, they were led tonight by a couple of players with 14 points apiece. 14 for Reese Collins. 14 points scored in the game for Adriana Romines, who fouled out. 2 points scored tonight by Emmy Carr. 9 in the game for Jaden Stansberry, and 4 points scored tonight by Emerson Goodpasture, who also battled foul trouble all night. So Hilham wins this girls matchup 43-35. We'll take this break. We'll come back. We'll have the boys game in just a little bit here on Overton Events.
close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Back here for the boys matchup now, as in the girls game, it was Hilham gained the win 43-35 over Allons to give the Lady Hawks their second loss in the season. Talking to the boys coaches, they were telling me that the Allons girls 4-1, so they still have 2 games remaining because they've still got to play Rickman and LMS after this one. So the Allons boys, though, they're 12-3 overall, 5-0 in Overton County play. They are the only unbeaten team on the girls or boys side. They're coached by Chris Stacy. He's assisted by Timmy Ray and Derek Harris, and they'll start like this. Number 1, Carter Harris. Number 10, Mark Ogletree. Number 13, Parker Beachboard. Number 15, Lucas Simmons. And number 21, Jagger Hammock. The starting 5 for Allons, dressed in the road black, the old gold numbers, and the white trim. Hilham, they're coached by Marley Sales. She's assisted by Amber Gentry, and they come in at 4-8 overall, 2-4 in Overton County play. They will start number 1, Hayden Staggs. Number 12, Corbin Burns. Number 13, Aiden Jones. Number 22, Avery Walker. And number 23, Landon Danner. The starting 5 for Hilham, dressed in the home white, the orange numbers, the navy blue trim on the basketball uniforms. Allons moving to the bucket to our right. Hilham moving to the bucket to our left. Happy to have you with us. You're on Overton Events. Ball in the air. Tap going to be controlled by Allons. Beachboard with it. Now to Hammock. Hammock back to Beachboard. Back to Hammock on the right side. High post Ogletree. Left side they swing the ball to Harris. Harris looks in low, and now as the pass is made, a foul going to be called on Hilham. Picking it up will be number 23, Landon Danner, picking up his first. First foul of the game going against the Tigers with 5:46 to play first quarter. Quick inbounds to Hammock. Breaking to the rim. Layup good. Jagger Hammock with the first 2 of the night. Burns with it in the backcourt. Long pass ahead to Walker. Walker now in the lane. Back to Burns. Now out top they'll call the double dribble on Landon Danner. Inbounds goes to Hammock to bring it front court. Hammock across the timeline, high post Ogletree, left side Beachboard. Down low Harris on the block, his left side jumper banking good, Carter Harris. He's got his first 2. Hilham jumps into 2-2-1 pressure. Burns in the backcourt. Now to Danner. Danner, long pass ahead, gets the ball across the timeline to Jones. Jones now to Burns. Burns right elbow, tried to go right side to Staggs, but the pass goes out of bounds. Turnover by Hilham. We'll give it right back to Allons. Beachboard to throw in. We'll play the ball in to Hammock to bring it front court. Hammock. Left side to Beachboard. Down low Harris posting. Jumper with the left hand's no good. But a foul going to be called on Hilham. It will go on Hayden Staggs. He'll pick up his first, team's second here in the first half. So this will put Carter Harris on the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw attempts of the game coming with 5:03 to play first quarter. And Harris knocks down the free throw. He's got his 3rd point of the game. Second free throw coming up here. Second free toss on the way. That one's no good, but Harris gets his own rebound. And on the rebound, the foul going to be called on Harris for over the back. Carter Harris will pick up his first. First foul in the first half on Allons. The officials get together. The underneath official thought it was going to be on Hilham. He had it set up for Allons to throw it in. The outside official called the over the back on Allons. Inbounds goes to Danner. Danner now to Staggs. Staggs down low to Walker. Walker pass taken away. Stolen by Hammock. Hammock going to run to Beachboard up the left side. His layup's good, and he is fouled, and Danner's got 2. Parker Beachboard with the chance in an old-fashioned three-point play has picked up Landon Danner's second foul here in the first quarter. He picks it up with 4:48 to play first quarter as Parker Greenwood going to check in for Hilham. He'll replace Danner. This will put Parker Beachboard on the free throw line to shoot one, trying to complete an old-fashioned three-point play with 4:48 to play first quarter, and Allons leading 7-0. Another momentary timeout taken for Allons to tie a shoe. We had 3 or 4 of those stoppages in the girls' game. Beachboard trying to complete an old-fashioned three. This one's on the way. It's bouncing good. The kind bounce on the Hilham rim, and he'll knock down his third point. Allons in front 8-0. Greenwood in the backcourt. Greenwood dribbling against pressure. Picks up the dribble. Finds Burns. Burns now. They look to trap him on the sideline. Dribbles around it. Pass deflected. Stolen by Ogletree. Ogletree to Beachboard. Beachboard gets control. Saves it back to Hammock. Hammock left side jumper no good, but Staggs has picked up 2. Staggs will pick up his second foul with 4:32 to play in the first quarter, and this will put Jagger Hammock on the free throw line to shoot 2. As he'll go there for the first time for the Hawks. Stepping up there for Allons. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throw by Hammock is good. Jagger with his third point. Allons has 9 points. They've got 3 points by Harris, 3 points by Beachboard, 3 points by Hammock. Jagger tries to become the scoring leader with 4 at the free throw line, and he does as he knocks down his second free throw. Hammock has 4. Allons in front 10-0. Burns to bring it front court for Hilham. Burns now to Greenwood. Greenwood goes left side now to Jones. Jones has it taken away. Greenwood will go, rather Beachboard, inside now to Hammock running the floor. Driving layup good. Jagger Hammock. Hammock has his 6th point. Allons in front 12-0. Jones in the front court. Jones goes right side, tried to hit Greenwood. Too tall for him to get to. Turnover by Hilham. We'll give it right back to Allons. Beachboard stepping out to throw in with 4:06 to play first quarter as the inbounds goes to Hammock. Hammock now will bring it across the timeline. High post, Ogletree. Threw it behind Harris a little bit. Made a great catch. Got free inside. Couldn't get the layup. Gets his own rebound, and now he'll draw a foul again for the over-the-back foul. Harris will pick up his second. Only player on Allons to pick up any fouls is Carter Harris. He'll sit down. Coming to replace him will be Mason Bowles. Inbounds goes to Burns to bring it front court. Burns now working against the half-court trap by Allons. Left side, Jones. Jones tried to hit Greenwood. Ball knocked away and stolen by Hammock. Hammock going to keep it all the way to the rim. Driving layup, no good. But a foul going to be called on Aiden Jones. Jones will pick up his first. Already team foul number 5 on Hilham here in the first half. And this will put Jagger Hammock back on the free throw line to shoot 2. Hammock going there with 3:42 to play in the first quarter. Free throw by Hammock is good. Jagger with his 7th point of the game. He leads all scorers with 7. Stepping back up there for the Hawks. Hammock puts this one on the way. Rims out. Rebound off the hands of Bowles. Can he save it? He cannot. It'll be touched last by Allons. Basketball going to go to Hilham. Tigers to play it in on the inline. Before they do, though, Landon Danner coming back in for Hilham as the inbounds goes to Burns. Burns in the front court, Staggs. Staggs in the corner, Danner. Danner down low to Walker, posting up. His shot going to be blocked, but a foul going to be called on Allons. Foul will go on Mason Bowles. He'll pick up his first, team's third, but this will put Avery Walker on the free throw line to shoot 2. Walker going there with 3:27 to play first quarter. Free throw by Walker is bouncing, no good. Trying to get Hilham on the board for the first time as he'll shoot a second free throw here. Stepping back up there. Dribbling the basketball at the charity stripe. Puts this one on the way. It rims out. Rebound Bowles for Allons. Bowles now to Beachboard. Now to Hammock to bring it front court. Hammock across the timeline. Works it right side. Beachboard down low quickly to Simmons posting up. His jumper on the right block's no good. Rebound Ogletree for Allons. Ogletree to Hammock. Now free throw line. Simmons. His right elbow jumper's no good. Bowles with the offensive rebound and put back. Mason Bowles with his first 2. Allons leads it 15-0. We're halfway through the first quarter. Greenwood in the front court for Hilham. Greenwood. Double team taken away by Hammock. Hammock's got a free lane to the rim. Left side layup good. Jagger Hammock to score the layup, and a timeout going to be called by Hilham. They'll take it with 2:51 to play in the first as Coach Sales is going to call the 32nd timeout. we'll take this opportunity to remind you that if you'd like to purchase these ball games that we broadcast here on Overton Events, you can buy them with DVDs being sent to you. You want to purchase a DVD, $20 per game. Just contact us at overtonevents@gmail.com. Tyler will set up a way to get to you to be able to get those taken care of for you by Christmas, and they do make great gifts. I know they're on the internet at all times, but if you've got a DVD that you can just pop into a player anytime you want to, that's always a pretty handy thing to have. So if you'd like these in DVD form, then you can contact us again at overtonevents@gmail.com. $20 per game. They'll be each on their own individual DVD, and that is what the price will be, $20 for each game that we do. If you would like to make some of these Christmas gifts or any kind of gifts for some of these players that are out here playing. Hilham with possession after the timeout as Burns will go high post now to Danner. Danner to Burns on the left side. Burns right wing, Greenwood. Greenwood dribbles back out with the left hand. Parker working there against this zone by Allons. Burns has it knocked away. He'll try to save it, but he's going to be the last to touch it as it rolls out of bounds off Hilham. Basketball will go to Allons with Beachboard stepping out to throw in. Goes inbounds to Hammock. Hammock now will bring it front court. Left side, Beachboard. Beachboard back to Hammock. Hammock right side, Ogletree. High post, Simmons. Right baseline, Beachboard. Short corner jumper's no good. Bowles with the offensive rebound back up, no good. Simmons tapped the rebound, but there to control it's going to be Burns. Burns quickly in the front court. Burns picks up the dribble there, needs help, finds Danner, who outleaps Hammock to get to it. Right side, Greenwood through his hands and out of bounds. Turnover by Hilham. We'll give it back to Allons. Hawks to play it in the backcourt. No pressure here by Hilham as they drop back into a 2-3 zone. The front court with it is Beachboard. Beachboard now to Hammock. Right side, Ogletree. Ogletree into the paint. Backs it back out, and before they take the shot, a timeout going to be called by Allons. They'll call it with 1:54 to play in the first quarter, with Allons leading 17-0. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, W&O Construction, Cornicello's Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family. Hammock's jumper inside's no good. Hilham coming the other way with Danner. Danner to Burns at the elbow. Ball knocked away. Ogletree driving to the floor will save it to Hammock. Now to Beachboard on the right side. Beachboard out top. Ogletree off his hands, but he'll keep it from going back court. Now to Hammock. Hammock at the half-court circle goes right side, Beachboard. Beachboard into the paint. He'll pull up inside. Jumper's no good. Ogletree taps the rebound to Bowles. His follow's no good. They tip it around inside again. Bowles blocked by Danner and then blocked it out of bounds off Bowles. Basketball going to go to Hilham. Tigers will play it in on the inline. Before they do, though, Aiden Jones going to check back in. He'll come in replacing Hayden Staggs. Jones to throw in on the inline with 1:11 to play here in the first quarter. Allen's going to get number 42 into the ball game. And we don't have a 42 on the roster that we have. The inbounds goes to Danner in the front court. Then Beachboard took it away. Beachboard drops it off left side for the driving layup, which is good by that 42. And we'll try to find out who that is as he lays it up and in for his first two. The front court with it. There's a steal by Simmons. Simmons to Beachboard. Beachboard to the rim. Driving layup good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard has 5. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Allen's out 21-0. Jones in the front court on the left side. On the baseline, Walker. Walker goes inside Danner, who made a good catch in traffic. His jumper's no good, but a foul going to be called on Allons, and it will put Landon Danner at the free throw line. And it will be the foul going on Mark Ogletree. Free throw by Danner is good as he scores the first point of the night for Hilham. Second free throw coming up. 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. He'll shoot a second free throw. Dribbling the basketball there. Second free throw on the way. That one is rolling good again. Danner makes them both, and Hilham's on the board. Inbounds goes to Allons as they'll bring it front court. High post, Bowles. Bowles inside Simmons, double teamed in the paint. His jumper banking, no good. Bowles with the offensive rebound. He'll take it back up, no good. But a foul going to be called on Hilham. Foul will go on number 13. That's Aiden Jones picking up his second. This will put Mason Bowles at the free throw line to shoot 2. As Bowles goes there with 25 seconds to play in the first quarter, with Allons leading 21-2. Free throw by Bowles is no good. He'll have a second opportunity, stepping back up there for the Hawks, dribbling the basketball there. Second free toss, that one's no good. Simmons tries to tap it, but there to control it, it's going to be Jones. Now to Danner. Danner in the front court, dribbling at the right elbow, right corner Greenwood. Greenwood backs it back out to Danner. Danner deep in three-point range, spins his way to the elbow, right side now to Jones. Inside they try to get the ball to Walker. It's knocked away. Beachboard with a run out. Beachboard driving layup good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard has 7, and the quarter will end right there. After 1, it is Allons 23, Hilham 2. We'll have the second quarter coming up in just a moment. Who? For Allons, number 42 is Clay Melton. The roster I had him with had him wearing number 55, so he is 42 for Allons. It's Melton, Beachboard, Ogletree, Bowles, and another new one out there for Allons, number 35, Cohen Huddleston checking in. This is Burns driving, his layup good. Corbin Burns for his first 2. Burns still out there. Landon Danner as they go 1-3-1. Jones and Walker on the floor for Hilham. Right side Huddleston. His jumper banking good. Cohen Huddleston for his first 2 of the night. Allons in front 25-4 as Burns will bring it front court as he goes. A reach going to be called on Ogletree. That will be his second foul. Team's 5th here in the first half. So they've got 1 to give before Hilham goes to the line. Inbounds deflected by Ogletree. Danner able to catch it. His right baseline jumper no good. Danner will tap the rebound to Walker, and he'll put it up and in. Avery Walker with his first field goal. Hilham scoring a couple of field goals here in the quarter. Beachboard now in the backcourt. Beachboard to Ogletree on the right wing. Ogletree up top to Melton. His deep 2 is good. Clay Melton, a toe on the line, has his second field goal. He's got 4 points. Allons back out by 21, now 27-6. Burns try to go inside to Danner, and Bowles trying to knock it away will pick up the foul. That will be team foul number 6. That is personal foul number 2 on Mason Bowles, as Hayden Stagg is going to check back in. He'll come in replacing Corbin Burns. He'll have to play in on the end line as Jones goes left corner to Danner. Danner, right side now to Greenwood. Greenwood back to Staggs. Staggs, left side they go to Jones. Jones, high post Walker at the free throw line. Left side now to Staggs. His jumper rims out. Staggs trying to follow his own shot, but he and Danner both going after the ball will knock it out of bounds. Touch last by Hilham. It will go to Allons. Inbounds goes to Melton. Melton now in the front court. Left side to Beachboard. Trying to go back to Bowles. Off his hand, stolen by Walker. Now Danner in the front court. Danner, a little hesitation dribble, gets him inside, and a reach going to be called on Allons. It's going to go on Clay Melton. He'll pick up his first. We've got him with 7. Table has him with 6 apparently, so So now they put him on the free throw line. That is Landon Danner stepping up there to shoot the 1-and-1. Danner going to the line with 4:25 to play first half as he'll step up there for the Tigers. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, has 2 points in the game. Free throw here is good. Danner connects on that one. He'll shoot a second free throw. As the second free toss by Danner. That one's good again as he makes them both. He's a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 27-8, the Allons lead as Melton brings it front court to Bowles. Bowles to Beachboard, cutting back door. His jumper banking good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard banks that one home for his 9th point of the game. The front court with it. Pass knocked away and stolen by Bowles. Then Bowles has it deflected by Staggs, but goes to Beachboard. Beachboard quickly in the front court for Allons. Out top, Melton to set the offense. Melton works at left wing. Bowles tried to hit Beachboard stepping inside. Knocked free, goes right to Melton. His jumper's no good. Rebound Danner for Hilham. Danner now quickly in the front court for the Tigers. Dribbling at the free throw line, goes left side, Jones. Jones down low to Walker, and it went off his foot. Bowles stepping in front to deflect that pass. Then when Walker tried to get control of it, it ended up going off his foot and out of bounds as Beachboard going to sit down. Hammock will come in replacing him. Hammock will bring it front court. Right side, Ogletree. Ogletree now to Melton. Open look at a three. Clay will take it. It's bouncing no good. Bowles with the offensive rebound. Bowles now going to kick it out to Ogletree. Ogletree skips it to Hammock. Hammock will drive. Right side jumper. Banking no good. Bowles another offensive rebound. Knocked away by Danner. Then Ogletree and Greenwood going to tie it up. And the arrow is going to keep it on this end with Allons to play it in on the end line. Bowles going to sit down. Come in to replace him will be number 20, Reese Huddleston checking in. As Ogletree to throw in left side on the baseline. Ogletree plays it to Hammock. Hammock back to Huddleston. Huddleston cut off on the baseline to Hammock. Inside Ogletree. Right side Melton. He'll take the three. That one's bouncing no good. Rebound Danner. Pulling it out there for Hilham. Danner controlling now. We'll bring it across the timeline as we're halfway through the second quarter. Danner pull-up jumper in the lane is good, and he is fouled. Landon Danner has a chance at a three-point play. Foul going to go on number 20. That's Reese Huddleston picking up his first. Team's 8th here in the first half, but this will put Danner at the free throw line trying to complete a three-point play as the free throw by Danner is good. Landon Danner, 5 in the quarter. He's got 7 in the game. Hilham going to get number 11. Landon Sidwell into the ball game for the first time. He'll replace Avery Walker. Hammock in the front court to Huddleston. Back to Hammock at the elbow. Hammock underneath Ogletree's wide open layup. Good. Mark Ogletree. Ogletree has his first 2. Allons back in front by 20, 31-11. Bowles in the front court. To Staggs, and he stepped on the half-court line, so the over and back violation. Going to give the basketball to Allons. Before they play it in, though, Corbin Burns going to come back in. He'll replace Parker Greenwood. Melton goes inbounds to Hammock. Hammock now. Front court to Huddleston. Back to Hammock at the elbow. Right baseline. Couple of players there as they were trying to go down low. Cohen Huddleston had to go off his hands. I think we're trying to get the ball to Mark Ogletree. But 2 players right there at the same spot. And the turnover will give it right back to Hilham. Front court with it. Danner in the lane. His pull-up jumper in front. Bouncing good. Landon Danner. Danner's 7 in the quarter. He's got 9 in the game. As it will be Hammock bringing it front court. Tried to hit Cohen Huddleston off his hands, but recovered by Allons. Hammock with it. As he dribbles through the lane, he's going to be pushed and fouled by number 23. That's Landon Danner picking up his 3rd, team's 7th. So this should put Allons on the free throw line. Now they'll get that one. Stepping up there will be Jagger Hammock to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Before he does, though, Hilham's going to get number 42 into the ball game, I think it is, and we don't have him on our roster. Danner going to sit down. We'll try to find out who that is at halftime. I was afraid something like that might happen. Hammock stepping to the line. First of the 1-and-1 is good. Jagger First player in double figures. He's got 1 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Allons going to get 3 new players ready to check in. Number 2, Max Ogletree will check in. Number 3, Justin Stansberry will come in. As Ogletree and Melton going to leave. Hammock will leave if he makes here. 2:12 to play first half as Hammock shooting the second free throw. Dribbling the basketball there. This one's on the way. This one's good. So Hammock makes them both. Allons now 7 of 11 from the free throw line. The other new player checking in, number 11, Aiden Ray. The front court with it is Hilham. Staggs on the right side. In the corner, Sidwell. Back to Staggs. Long pass will get to Jones. Left baseline. The jumper in there is good by that player we don't have a name for. We'll try to find out who that is. As in the front court with it is Stansberry to Ray. Left side they go to Ogletree. Max Ogletree now to Reese Huddleston. Reese backs it back out for the three-pointer in the air, which is no good by Stansberry. Hilham will save it to Sidwell. Quickly in the front court. A foul going to be called on Allons. This will go on number 11, Aiden Ray, picking up his first, team's 9th, so a 1-and-1 here for Corbin Burns for Hilham with 1:38 to play here in the first half. I think a lot of these people sitting around us will know who 42 is once I get a chance to ask them here. As Burns front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Corbin with his 3rd point of the game, all coming here in this second quarter. Second free throw from Burns, stepping back up there. This one's on the way. This one rims out on him. Rebound Cohen Huddleston. Now to Stansberry. Stansberry in the front court. Double dribbled on the right side, and he dribbled on the sideline. Turnover by Allons. We'll give it back to Hilham with 1.5 minutes to play in the first half, and Allons leading 33-16. Inbounds goes to Burns. Burns in the front court. Pass taken away by Ray. Ray will see Stansberry save that one from getting out of bounds. Stansberry on the right side. High post. The ball is going to be taken away by Burns. Burns will drive, and as he goes, Aiden Ray will pick up the foul. It's not on Ray. It's on number 3, Justin Stansberry, picking up his first. This will put Corbin Burns at the free throw line to shoot 2 on the double bonus. The first one is good. They say that is Jay Savage wearing 42. We had him with 10. Apparently they've changed some uniforms around or something. Second free throw is no good. Lane violation against Hilham. Would have taken it away anyway. So it'll be Allons to play it in on the end line with Max Ogletree going inbounds to Ray. 1:20 to play first half. Allons leading 33-17. Ray at the elbow. Right side Stansberry. Cohen Huddleston. Right baseline jumper is no good. Rebound to number 20. That is Reese Huddleston. He has his shot blocked. Now Hilham wanting to run. They'll call a travel on Hilham. Stepping out to throw in. Stepping out to throw in will be Allons as they'll play it in to Ray. Ray now to Ogletree. Ogletree to Ray, cutting in the paint. His jumper on the left side's good. Aiden Ray. Ray has his first 2. Allons back out by 18, now 35-17. Burns in the front court, punched away by Ray and out of bounds. Touch last by Allons. It will go to Hilham. Stepping out to throw in will be Hayden Staggs to play it in. Before he does, though, number 10 is going to check in. If that's not Jay Savage, then we're going to have to just find out who they are. As the inbounds off the hands of Burns and out of bounds. It'll go to Allons with 47 seconds to play in the first half. Inbounds goes to Ray. Ray steps around the screen by Stansberry working on the right wing. Ray in the corner now to Ogletree, and a push going to be called on Hilham. Picking it up will be Landon Sidwell. That's his first. Team's 8th here in the first half, so the 1-and-1 here for Max Ogletree for Allons as he'll step up there with 37 seconds to play in the first half. Ogletree going to the line looking for his first point of the game as he'll step up there for the Hawks. Dribbling the basketball there. Free throws on the way and good. Max Ogletree has his first point. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different players have scored for Allons here in the first half as Parker Greenwood comes back in. Second free throw coming up from Ogletree. Max puts this one on the way and knocks it down. Ogletree makes them both. The lead is 20, 37-17. Greenwood in the front court. Greenwood dribbling up top. Now to number 25 in the ball game. And I don't know what they've done, but none of these numbers are matching up. We'll have to figure this out as the inbounds goes to Ray. Ray now in the front court to Ogletree. Ogletree goes to Reese Huddleston, who'll drive. He'll slip to the floor, and the travel going to be called. Traveling on Allons. Going to give it back to Hilham as the inbounds will go to Greenwood. Greenwood will bring it front court. They double team up top, and a double dribble going to be called on Hilham with 12 seconds to play in the first half. Max Ogletree stepping out to throw in the front court. He'll play it into Ray. Ray right side now to Stansberry. Stansberry back out to Ray. Ray at the right elbow. Left-handed jumper is bouncing, no good. Rebound to Cohen Huddleston. His follows no good. Rebound Reese Huddleston, and they won't get a shot away. At halftime, it's Allons 37, Hilham 17. We'll check those numbers. We'll have it all straightened out when you come back for the second half in just a little bit. get things going. Here's Allen's going to get Carter Harris down low with the basketball. His layup is good for his 5th point. We've got those numbers straightened out for Hilham. When they get back in there, we'll take care of that here in a little bit, and they probably will, as Simmons going for that steal, going to be called for the foul, as Lucas will pick up his first foul in the second half on Allons, as Hilham will play it in. Aiden Jones to throw in. Jones goes inbounds to Landon Danner, and Danner's dribbled on the sideline, so the turnover will give it back to Allons. So it's Burns, Danner, Jones, Staggs, and Walker for Hilham. For Allons, it is Ogletree, Simmons, Harris, Beachboard, and Hammock. There's a steal by Jones. No, that's Burns with it. Burns now to Jones in the front court. Jones one dribble, needs help. Pass taken away by Harris. Harris all the way to the rim, quickly with the left hand, layup no good, but Staggs will pick up number 3. Staggs picks up his 3rd with 5:19 to play in the 3rd, and this will put Carter Harris on the free throw line to shoot 2. Harris going there for the Hawks. The left-hander puts this one on the way and gets it to go. Harris 3 in the quarter. He's got 5 in the game. Well, he's got 6 in the game. For Allen, second free throw on the way. That one's no good. Simmons had the rebound for a moment, but it goes through his hands to Danner. Danner quickly in the front court. Danner will spin in the lane. Ball knocked away and stolen by Harris. Harris to Beachboard. And Beachboard walked with the basketball. He wanted that outlet to Hammock. Saw him running up this near side, but didn't make the pass because Jones was there in the way. And the turnover by Allons on the walk by Beachboard will give it to Hilham. Inbounds goes to Burns. Burns on the left side. High post, they go to Danner at the elbow. Left side, Burns. Burns trying to cross it over. Beachboard pulled it free. Simmons with the loose ball. Then Staggs will take away that outlet pass. Staggs now to Danner. Danner, his pass taken away by Hammock. Hammock quickly to the rim. He'll drive the left side. Layup good. Jagger Hammock. Hammock 2 in the quarter. He's got 13 in the game. Allons leads it now 42-17. Burns going to be called for the walk out top as Hammock stepping up to force that turnover. It'll go back to Allons with Beachboard stepping out to throw in. Beachboard plays it into Hammock. Breaking to him. Hilham 1-3-1 half court. Simmons in the right corner. Simmons lob back to the half court line to Hammock. Hammock on the block now to Harrison. He walked with it. Stagg stepping over there from that back line defender spot to force that turnover. Inbounds goes to Burns to bring it front court. Burns now across the timeline. Out top, Danner. Danner back to Burns. Knocked away by Ogletree, and a foul going to be called on Mark Ogletree. Ogletree will pick up his 3rd. Team's 2nd here in the second half. Mark picks up number 3. The first player for Allons to pick up as many as 3. Hammock going to reach in and tie up Jones, and the arrow will keep it with Hilham. For Hilham, they've got Landon Danner with 3. Staggs to throw in. Plays it in the corner to Danner. Danner has it punched away by Hammock and out of bounds. Touched last by Allons. Basketball will stay with Hilham. 42-17. Allons leading. Hilham plays the ball in. Right baseline to Burns. His jumper from the short corner is no good. Simmons with the rebound. Simmons outlet to Hammock. Hammock will drive. Shot blocked away by Jones. It's loose in the lane. Harris will get to it. His jumper is good, and he is fouled. Carter Harris has a chance in an old-fashioned three-point play. Foul going to go on Hayden Staggs, and he'll pick up his 4th. I said Danner had 3. Staggs also had 3. Now he's got 4. And Carter Harris to the free throw line. Trying to complete this three-point play as Staggs going to leave with the 4 fouls. Greenwood will come in replacing him. Harris knocks down the free throw. He's got 9 points on the night now for Allons. Clock running here in this 3rd quarter with the lead by Allons. They go left side now to Burns. Burns to Danner. His deep 3 on the left side's no good. Long rebound tapped out to Hammock. Hammock bounce past Beachboard to the rim. Driving layup no good. Hammock taps the rebound, but Jones will control it. Then Hammock trying to take it away will foul it. Jagger Hammock will pick up his 1st. Team's 3rd here in the second half, so Hilham will play it in the backcourt to Burns. Burns now. High post, Simmons deflects that pass away from Walker. Beachboard to Hammock to the rim, layup no good. Beachboard with the offensive rebound, back up and in. Parker Beachboard into double figures. He's got 11. Allons being led by Jagger Hammock with 13. Carter Harris has 9. They've had several others score. Here's a steal by Hammock. Hammock to Beachboard all the way to the rim with the left-hand layup. Good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard with 13. Clock runs with a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. The front court with it is Burns. Burns will drive. His floater on the baseline, no good. Rebound taken away by Harris. Harris, baseball pass ahead. Hammock, touch pass, Beachboard, layup, good. Jagger Hammock found Beachboard breaking to the rim for the layup on the little touch pass. Beachboard has 6 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Allons out 51-17 now. The front court with it is Jones. Jones, his pass goes right to Ogletree. Ogletree to Beachboard all the way to the rim. Layup good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard 8 in the quarter. He's got 17 in the game. Allons out 53-17. Greenwood on the left wing as we're under a minute to play in the third quarter. To Burns. Burns will drive. They double team and a foul going to be called on Hammock. Jagger Hammock will pick up his second. Team's fourth. Here in the second half, clock runs with 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. We apologize for the clock not being on the board. There's a steal by Beachboard. Beachboard going to drive. He's got a wide open layup, lays it up and in. He's got 10 in the quarter, 19 in the game, but our phone we were using to give you that look at the clock, it died on us, so it just wasn't charged enough to go through the entire night. Greenwood in the front court. Now to Jones. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Jones, left side, able to get that one to Danner with 10 seconds. Danner, baseline jumper rolling, no good. Rebound to Ogletree. Ogletree leading the break to Beachboard right side to the rim. Layup good. Parker Beachboard. He's got 21, and the quarter ends right there. After 3 complete, it's Allons 57, Hilham 17. They went to their bench now. Is back in there is Clay Melton wearing number 42. Melton takes a dribble inside the three-point line, knocked away by Burns and out of bounds. Also back out there, number 20, Reese Huddleston. Number 35, Cohen Huddleston. Number 11, Aiden Ray. And number 32, Mason Bowles. Ray up top to Melton. Melton back right side to Ray. His jumper a step inside the three-point line on the right wings. No good. Rebound Greenwood. Greenwood now to Burns. Burns in the front court. Burns goes left side, Danner. Danner right wing to Jones. Jones will drive. He pulls up on the right baseline. His jumper is no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Reese Huddleston. It'll be touched last by Allons. Basketball will stay with Hilham. Wearing number 10 tonight for Hilham is Logan White out there for Allons. Those other numbers that we were confused about. Number 42 is Jay Savage as the inbounds tried to go to Danner. It's knocked away from him. Logan White wears number 10. Camden Deming wearing number 25 tonight. So I'm not sure how those numbers changed, but somehow they did as the inbounds goes to Burns. Burns in the lane. His jumper's no good. Rebound Danner. His fall away blocked by Bowles, but a foul going to go on Mason Bowles. Bowles will pick up his third, team's fifth, but this will put Landon Danner on the free throw line to shoot 2. Looking to be the first player for Hilham to go into double figures as Danner steps up there with 9 points, shooting 2 free throws here. The first one is good. Danner 1 in the quarter. He's got 10 in the game. That's in the fourth quarter. They held him scoreless in that third quarter. Danner's second free throw, that one's no good. His first miss. He'd made his first 6 in a row. Now 6 of 7 from the free throw line as Landon Danner has 10 points in the game. Reese Huddleston now to Melton, left side Ray. Ray double teamed here at the half court line, trying to dribble away from it, and as he does, a reach going to be called on Hilham. It'll go on Landon Danner, and we've got him with 4. Team's second here in the second half. Danner going to leave. They'll get Jay Savage into the ball game, replacing Landon Danner, who will leave with 10 points. Scored 10 of their 17. Jumper no good. Rebound Bowles back up. They'll call a travel. They're 18. I thought I was doing something wrong there. It's 57-18. The front court, Greenwood with it. Greenwood, his pass knocked away by Cohen Huddleston. Goes right back to Jones. Then trying to get the ball down low to Savage. Other two. Number 10, that is Logan White, off his hands and out of bounds. It'll go to Allons as we're halfway through the fourth quarter. Allons will play the ball in to Melton. Melton now will bring it front court to Ray on the right side. Try to go back to Melton. Ball deflected and stolen by Jones. Jones will drive. His left side layup, no good. Rebound taken away by Melton. Melton with the outlet to Ray, running ahead. His right side layup, good. Aiden Ray. Ray with 2 in the quarter. He's got 4 in the game. It'll be Hilham to bring it front court. Hilham goes right side now to Jones. Jones will swing it left wing Greenwood. Greenwood back up top to Jones at the half court circle. Jones goes right side to Burns. His 3 in the air is banking, no good. Rebound Reese Huddleston. Huddleston now with the outlet to Melton, and Jones forced that travel. Or are they going to call a foul here? They're going to call a foul on Aiden Jones, I believe, picking up his 3rd. Team's 3rd here in the second half. So Allons gets Max Ogletree and Justin Stansberry back into the ball game. Melton will bring it front court for the Hawks. To Ogletree in the corner. Ray back to Ogletree on the give and go. His jumper on the right side, no good. Reese Huddleston with the rebound. Back up with the left hand, no good. Rebound Ogletree, back up and in. Max Ogletree has his first field goal. He's got 4 points. 1.5 minutes to play with Allons leading the front court with it. Jones, his 3 is no good. Rebound taken away by Ray. Ray quickly in the front court to Stansberry. Lost it on the way up. And out of bounds off Allons. It will go to Hilham. Camden Deming has checked in for Hilham wearing 25. Landon Sidwell comes back in wearing number 11. Deming with it on the right wing. Now to Greenwood as we move inside a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Allons going to go 6-0 as the foul going to be called on Justin Stansberry. His second, team 6th here in the second half. Allons going to go to 6-0 in the county. They're going to go to 13-3 overall. Hilham's going to drop to 4-9. They're going 2-4 in county play. White goes inbounds to Greenwood. Right corner now to Deming. Back to Greenwood. Parker will take the 3 and knock it down. Parker Greenwood with his first field goal. First 3 of the game for Hilham. We've got 25 seconds to play. Ogletree in the front court with it. Max now to Melton. Melton to Ray. Back to Ogletree. He'll take a 3-ball to answer. It's bouncing no good. Rebound Reese Huddleston, but they're going to call a foul on him over the back. And that will be number 7. I don't think they're going to line him up to shoot any free throws. They won't. And now they will blow the whistle as the inbounds goes to Greenwood. Greenwood going to go to Savage, and your final score is Allons 61, Hilham 21. Let's check the final score in this one as we wrap it up here tonight. As these two teams split a pair of games. First of all for Allons, Carter Harris ends the night with 9 points on the night. Max Ogletree has 4. 2 points scored tonight by Mark